Now that you have your email account set up, we want to prepare you to set up probably the most useful tool we'll use throughout the summertime extra mile challenges, and also to pilot the digital portfolios we hope to see every student using at Armstrong next year. To do that, we're using the tool Evernote. That will be our vehicle for our digital portfolio. This is where I can sign up for my Evernote account. They are free, but they do require an email address, and luckily we did that with yesterday's task. Once you are prepared to sign up for Evernote, you're going to be given a couple options. You want to use the Evernote Free, the Evernote Premium, or the Evernote Business. We want to use the Evernote Free. We like the idea of free things. And hopefully I can get this thing to stop popping up on me. Let's see if it'll work. First thing I need to do is put in an email address. Let me go ahead and zoom in on that so you can see it hopefully a little bit better. Creating an account, I do need an email address, and luckily, as we said, we already set that up yesterday. Set up your Evernote account according to your Granite email address. Once you have successfully created your Evernote account, you'll be able to be in a place where you can make lots of different notes. It should look something like this. I know I've got the next screen ready to go, but it should look something like this. It may vary depending on if you're on an iPad, a Mac, or a PC, but it will look something like this. In one area will be a list of notebooks, and to start off with, it probably just has a default notebook. What I'd ask you to do, independent of any other notebooks you make, we need you to make one notebook that is titled your first and last name. I've just come over here to notebooks and I hit the arrow create new, and I got this screen right here where it says create new notebook, and now it's very big, maybe too big. Let's see if I can shrink it down just a little bit. Much better. Create new notebook, and then it's going to let me choose the notebook name. As I said before, you'll want to name it your first and last name. I'd list mine as Tyler with a capital T-Y-L-E-R. Of course, I go by Mr. Howe at school, but my first name is Tyler. My last name would be Howe with a capital H-O-W-E. That would be my notebook. When I've got it titled the way I want it, I'm going to hit save, and it will create a new notebook, hopefully. Over here, I see that yes, in fact, it did. When you have your new notebook, let's see if I can get this to scroll for me the right way. I'm trying to zoom inside. When you have your new notebook that has the name, your first and last name as the title, you'll go to the drop-down arrow right next to it, and I'd like you to choose to share this notebook. Right in this area, I can choose to share my notebook with other collaborators who can also read what I put in it and possibly share things back with me. Right here, I would like to choose share with individuals, and I'm going to list a couple of email addresses of my Summertime Extra Mile Challenges instructors' emails so that they can also see that. That would be my email and also Mrs. Farnsworth's email. My email, as you probably remember, is ahowe, that's A-H-O-W-E, at graniteschools.org. Mrs. Farnsworth is almost identical. It's R. Farnsworth, F-A-R NSWORTH at graniteschools.org. At this point, you can hit the share button, which will automatically share it with Mrs. Farnsworth and Mr. Howe. The final step of your Evernote setup is to come up to your username and push the drop-down menu from there. In that area, you can choose Account Settings, which is going to take you to an area we need. In Account Settings, I should find an Account Summary. Somewhere in that account summary, you'll find an email address. My email address can be seen right there where it says email. Of course, that was bigger than I meant it to be. When you've got an email address like that, I need you to get that written down and emailed to myself so that I can put it in my contacts and be able to send my assignments for the Summertime Extra Mile Challenges back to you. If I don't get this email address, our Evernote portfolio won't be quite the tool it could be. So I need you, as the final step of your Evernote setup, to go to the Account Settings, Account Summary, find the email address that's tied to your Evernote account, and email that to Mr. Howe. And again, my email that you can send directly to me is ahowe, A-H-O-W-E, at graniteschools.org. That's it. Once you've done that, you have set up your Evernote portfolio. I know that was a lot of work. We do that up front because we'll be able to use this tool throughout the remainder of the summer. And like I said, you'll be able to pilot it for us this summer so we can use it for the whole school this upcoming fall as an Armstrong digital portfolio. Good luck, thanks for helping, and we'll see how your Evernote portfolios turn out.